Okay, we have our full complement of Susans this morning.
Very good.
Remember those classes where we had like 4 or 5 ands?
Wow, that's a lot of ands.
Well, I'm going to take a tourist trip to the Capitol and storm the House of Representatives.
In a very yogic way, of course.
Oh yeah, I will. And then the guy who said that, they got him on video screaming and barricading the door.
Yeah, it can happen to anybody.
Which often happens when the tourists come, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We get a little
Very obnoxious.
Yeah. Who knew that would be illegal?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh. There's Danny D and Katie F. I feel like romper room. You didn't have romper room, Suzanne.
I remember romper room.
It was a kiddie show, and the woman had the magic mirror where supposedly through the TV she can see all the little kids and she'd say hello to all of them.
Oh, yeah.
You'd wait to hear your name, you know. You never called my name. Guard me for life. Well, sense of inadequacy.
It's just terrible.
All right. Well, the time says it's time to start our romper room activities.
Yeah. I miss Mangala. Is she there?
Mangala Ji is not here yet. No.
And I think you're missing one more.
Oh, all right.
Maybe not.
You know what the dogs see on Zoom?
Oh, Annie. Annie's not here.
Gotta have at least one in.
Oh, AC8, the notorious AGC.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll leave those up to you, Paulie G. Thanks. So.
I'll leave it up to you.
Leaving it all up to you.
All right.
Ciao, ciao, ciao. Oh, thanks, Eddie. So in your posture, spine loosely straight. Awareness knowing the breath taking place. Rest and open awareness. Sense gates wide open. Simply aware of whatever senses are activated. And maybe hearing, smelling, tasting it, eating and drank anything recently that may arise. Sitting back and open awareness, letting the present moment arise, letting it be just the way it is, letting go of analysis and judgment, letting go of searching and looking for some experience other than what is present right now. Recognizing that whatever does arise, arises spontaneously. It dissolves spontaneously. Self-liberates. So you're not intentionally not making anything arise. Of course, what will happen is we tend to do that more with our mental activity. Let the mental activity be just like hearing, seeing, breathing. It's just whatever's arising. Letting go of analysis, judgment. So when you get caught up in the mind, just make that subtle shift into the knower of the mind's activity. It's okay that mental activity arises. You don't want to make an enemy of concepts or mental activity. It's just something else that's taking place. One student asked his teacher, when I sit down to meditate, I get confused. How to start, what to do. He said, oh, that's good. Be aware of being confused. Something wrong with being confused. Actually, you might as well get used to it. Yeah, it's okay. Again, making that shift into the knower, sometimes called the witness. And if the mind is very distracting and dull, you have tools like body scanning, Coming back to breath awareness, grounding attention before opening back to opening awareness. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Shamirasya Chavajapena Yoga Karatam Pamaram Muninam Tanjalim Pranjamir Anatosmi Abahu Purushakaram Shankar Chakrasidaranam Sahasra Shirsam Shvedam Dharmani Patanjali. Hari Om. Another day, another dog pose. So take adho, mukha, svanasana. Every exhalation, make the torso longer, lengthen back, especially from behind the navel, lumbar spine. Good, it's beautiful. Neck and throat neutral. Spread the shoulder blades wide without sinking the spine into the chest. Extend the back body more and more. And bend the knees, relax. Sit back on the heels, rest with your head down. Okay, sit in badha konasana near a wall. Have enough height so the knees are level with the hips and what you're in. So take your block. You might want to watch this. Take the block. It's a vertical setting. You bring it up and over and down just below the neck between your shoulder blades. So you're taking some support in badha konasana. Adjust so the hips are under the shoulders. Press through the heels. Make the thighs long. And keep the heads of the fingers deep into the socket, Mula Bandha action. Relaxing the legs in such a way that you feel like the root of the thigh, the head of the femur, is descending. It's not being gripped. Do not try to push the knees toward the floor. Slightly move the knees forward and the head of the femur deeper backward. If the wrists are on the knees, have a sense of the knees moving toward the wrists slightly. Short shins, you're pressing into the heels. Focus a little more on the little toe side, and then make the little toe long. Stay in this pose for 5 hours, and get back. All right, please catch the block. 10 minutes. We're going to take gomukhasana legs, just the beginner gomukhasana legs. So right knee crossing over left. And put a little height under the hips if you need to. So often the left heel will come by the hip and the right knee is way forward. So move your left heel forward. Line up the heels. Now, if you're quite stiff in this pose and the leg is way up, that's okay. Just rest the shin on the leg like this. Those of you who can cross the knees deeply, do that, and then adjust and sit evenly on your sitting bones. Press the upper leg down onto the lower leg and lift into a tadasana with your torso. Then with the left leg on top, the right leg on top, bring the left arm up and over, the right arm under and interlock. If you can interlock the fingers, just drop the strap from the left hand to the right hand. Take up the slack. Okay. And square off the torso again. That was Mr. Iyengar calling me. What are you doing? These people know nothing. Actually, you don't know nothing. If you knew nothing, you'd be awake. All right, pull down with the lower elbow, lengthen up with the upper elbow, chin floating a little bit, even the sides of the neck. Some of you are tilting your neck in odd ways. And release the arms out, and then switch the cross of your legs. Left over right. No cow face pose. Get that left calf up and out of the way.
William, this is Susan C. I'm having trouble hearing you. I don't know if anybody else is, but you're very, very low.
Yeah, I've been having trouble with my mic. I turned up my volume. Is that any better? Let's see if this works. I say no. Can you hear me or no? No. You can hear me. Okay. Do you want to hear me? You have a consensus on that? Okay, I guess. All right. So with the left leg on top, bring the right arm up and over, the left arm from behind, internally rotating. If you can't clasp the fingers, drop a strap from the upper arm to the lower arm. Those of you who can hold the fingers, keep going up. Some people can actually grab the wrists. So whatever your range of motion might be. And you square off your torso. Get the sides of the neck even. Find tadasana. Pull down a little with the lower elbow, up a little with the upper elbow. Press down into the floor from the top leg. Slightly press the right foot into the floor as well. And lift evenly up from the groins. And then release the arms, release the legs, and go back into adho, mukha, svanasana. Down face. Excuse me. Okay, then go to concave spine, Uttanasana. Rounding the thoracic. Gradually extending deeper down into Uttanasana. Keep the belly soft. Move the side ribs down toward the tops of the feet, away from the pelvic rim. Inner thighs, back thighs ascend. The flesh comes toward the bone, not the bone pushing back toward the flesh. From behind the navel, extend back through the pubis, so that even the pubic blade has a sense of slightly ascending toward the perineum. Then the side trunk and front spine lengthen. Keep that extension in the groin and come back to concave spine. And then inhale, tadasana. Wide toes, narrow ankles. Wide toes, narrow ankles. So from the ball mound of your big toe, extend and spread the toes as wide as you can. And from the outer and inner ankles, slightly squeeze toward the midline, as if you're fusing the two legs into one leg. Relax the throat while ascending the front of the spine. There's no need to push the spine in. Okay. Then As Iyengar used to say, headstand is nothing but tadasana turned upside down. So take this pose and go upside down. Again, if you're not doing sirsasana, you can do any sort of forward bend. Some of you use pelvic swings and nice little props. That's great. Patiently, it always takes a little time to find the rhythm and the grounding of the arms, the head, and the lifting and widening of the shoulders so the neck is not bearing any weight. Make the side torso long from the armpit through the sit bones, but again without pushing or leaning back to front. In fact, there's a very subtle movement of drawing back from the heart center, navel, pubic blade. What the muscles you're using are the rectus abdominis, but it's very subtle. And have a sense of the lumbar spine ascending through the sacrum, connecting to the tailbone. And the consciousness is in that interior extension space. Then add the legs. And then recycle the whole process. You're all into recycling, so recycle your consciousness. So in the pelvic swing, Dan, you want a sense of slightly tucking up with the pelvis rather than just let it hang slack off the supporting part of the sling. It helps to slightly press the inner thigh against the rope or the sling. So energetically, the middle buttock is moving up if you're in the pelvic swing. Excuse me. For those of you who can stay, do badha konasana. Tuck the buttocks up, middle buttock up, everybody. Navel back, pubis back. That's it, Katie, yes. Now, either re-extend the legs or go to wide stance into the vista variation. Middle lumbar sacrum up, navel back, pull colon pelvis slightly back, pubis back, middle buttock up, and then re-extend the legs to sirsasana, or back to your regular position in the pelvic swing. And then gradually breathe out of the pose. Don't hold pressure in the breath. Come down and rest. All right, we're going to take savanasana, locust pose. So lie down on your abdomen. I won't be doing this pose with you. So lie down on your abdomen. Bring the palms. I can show the first part, I guess. So bring the palms, so the fingertips, so the wrists are way back. The fingertips up by the armpit, chest, elbows in, lifting the inner chest, coiling the spine up, drawing the shoulders